Hello everybody, it is Jared Gucci here, Mr. Internet Tips, and welcome to What's Up Wednesday. If you remember from last week, I brought up the topic of the best methods of communication and what business owners actually use when they're communicating and interacting with other people. And I asked several people and I got great responses. And if you want to see the comments that were actually left on that video, the link to the video is in the description of this video. But this week, I actually wanted to follow up on that topic. And what I did is I broke down the different forms of communication into three groups. One of them, interactive communication, push communication, and pull communication. And I'm going to go into detail why I did this and which form of communication is actually the most effective. Okay, so let's actually start by talking about the least effective way of communicating, and that's called push communication. And what push communication is it's a method of getting a message out without asking for feedback from its recipients. Some examples of this are email and voicemail. Normally you're sending a message out just to let them know about something, but you're not necessarily asking for some feedback. Not that effective, right? Okay, so let's talk about pull communication. Pull communication is a method of getting a message that people can access when they want to. So you're not delivering it to them, but you're putting it in a location where when they want to go and get it, they can get it. Some examples of this are blogging, message boards, and forums. This can be an effective way of communicating because you're not forcing people to receive your message. Okay, so let's talk about the most effective way of communicating. That's interactive communication. The name actually speaks for itself. And the answers and the comments that I got on last week's video, most of the forms of communication actually fall under this interactive category. Things like face-to-face, phone calls, social media. These were the most popular answers from last week's video. And as you can see, this is actually the most effective way of communicating because it opens dialogue between each other. So I want to just kind of recap the three forms of communication. You got interactive communication, things like face-to-face, phone call, and social media. You have push communication, which would be things like email and voicemail, things where you're pushing information out without expecting a response or feedback. And then you have something called pull communication, things like message boards, blogging, or forums, where you're posting information and allowing people access to it when they want to get it. So I hope this was helpful. Always love your comments, and thank you for watching.